that I put my heart and soul into. And when I started to do this one, I wasn't really ready, so it was very hard. I mean, I was rewriting scenes late at night, you know, for the next day's shooting. After we finished shooting, I was going to the writing room with the writers, trying to improve the following day's scenes and trying to get a day ahead. It was incredibly pressured to make this film. It was an incredibly pressurized experience. It was the hardest thing I've done in my life, because you know, I just couldn't take my foot off the gas at any moment, and it was constantly changing. I mean, sometimes at one point we'd stop, the cameras rolling, and I'd say the scene isn't working, stop filming, we're going to rewrite it right now and make it funny because it's not working. So, you know, nothing was ever, we didn't let anything go. You know? It was a lot of tenacity was involved in making sure it was as good as it could be.
Can you mention a particular scene where you had to do that, where you had to stop and rework it?
Well, there were scenes. There's a scene outside the radio station early on with the drunk woman, which we had to reshoot because I wasn't happy with the way it was working. I saw some of the dailies coming in after about a week of myself as Alan and Sidekick Simon in the radio studio, and there were some quite fancy shots with moving cameras on tracks, and they were quite dynamic cinematically, but they were it really frightened me, because when I saw them in the rushes, I thought, this is wrong. It's dynamic and interesting, but it distracts you from the comedy. So I had to sort of say, look, we need to make this less inventive cinematically. I know I want flat, locked-off shots of the two of us talking, so people can pay attention to the comedy. And too much dynamism with the camera moving in this particular film was distracting. So we, you know, for example, we had to go back and tell the fantastic director of photography to be less inventive.
Well, we're out of time, but I just want to mention that your comment about the Bolsheviks having the right idea about the royal families is going to go around the world.